And good evening, everyone. Once again, thanks, Dad, for letting me know the audio was not on. So, welcome to Pulaski Academy. Bruins tonight are hosting the Forrest City Mustangs in this doubleheader. They just tipped off moments ago, as you might have seen. There's the first attempted basket by the Bruins. Wow, there you go.
And that was Kamaya Milbrooks.
That's a beautiful way to start the game for the Mustangs. That's a beautiful name as well, Kamaya. Taylor Hernandez with the basket. And it looks like Forrest City, who's calling the timeout? Is it the Bruins?
I think Forrest City called a timeout. I'm not sure if they wanted to make a change on who takes the ball out or what, but whatever it is, they didn't like it.
Well, of course, that is our first hug and haul timeout of the game. The reason I was confused is just because as soon as the whistle was blown, all of the Bruins ran to the bench, but Forrest City looked a little bit confused, so I wasn't quite sure who called it.
Yeah, well, I mean, in all fairness, Forrest City's bench is a little bit closer, so they don't have to run as far.
Sure, that is true. Bruins tonight wearing their white uniforms with baby blue trim, and Forrest City tonight is wearing navy uniforms with white numbers. There's Charnel Hoof with the attempt. Jaden Court brings it across midcourt, kicks it out to Riley Smith. She tries a three, it's no good. Rebound and the field goal by Taylor Hernandez. Taylor Hernandez already has the first team foul, first personal foul of the game, but also has 4 points.
Looks like Forrest City's going to take another timeout here.
Yeah, it's their second hug and haul timeout. This is another 30-second timeout. So far, our score 6-3. The Bruins leading this one. Got Taylor Hernandez on the board with 4 points, and Riley Smith, of course, with just those 2 that she just made moments ago. Catching my breath now. It's been a fun week for me.
Has it?
I don't know about you, but getting ready for our we're hosting the Crown Trophy Bruin Invitational Wrestling Tournament right here tomorrow, immediately following this game. Matter of fact, if Popeye looks over here in the student section, you'll see most of the wrestling team sitting right there waiting to roll out the mats as soon as these basketball games finish today. So it's been a labor of love all week getting ready for that.
Exciting time to be a Bruins fan.
I'm telling you. Come on out if you want to see some Bruin wrestling action. It's a lot of fun. Starts at 9 a.m. in the morning. It'll go all day long, though, so come on out. It'll probably be over by any time between 3 and 5. There's no telling with a wrestling tournament. So just come early. Come around right before lunchtime. That's a perfect time to come. Here's Riley Smith off the glass, and it's good.
She made that look so easy. Just a nice little kiss off the glass and then 2 points. Gotta love it.
That one's going to bounce out of bounds and go back to the Bruins.
That'll be the second turnover for the Lady Mustangs. Sure they would like to keep those down on the lower end tonight.
Possession arrow currently favors the Bruins. There's Jaden Court up, and it's rebounded by the Mustangs. Charnel Hoof bringing it across midcourt. Trying to trap her. They're going to get a charging foul against her for that one.
Yeah, that's always the trade-off with charges. They never feel good. And it is nice because your whole team starts cheering for you, but Lord, when you can't catch your breath, it's always a tough time.
Yes. Well, that's Charnel Hoof's first personal foul, first team foul against Forrest City. Jaden Court gives it to Blakely James. Back up to Estella Gadberry on the wing. Now back to Court. She tries a three, and it's off the inside of the rim. Oh, wait a minute. Riley Smith bats cleanup for the Bruins.
Yeah, hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some Riley Smith in it.
He's going to call traveling there. I saw that a couple of times at the Little Rock Trojans game last night, but it wasn't called a couple of times.
I was about to say, are we really about to make a Travelers joke out of a travel?
Traveling, no,
yeah, okay.
no.
All right, just checking. I didn't know what the mood was tonight. Need
not,
to
it's
pull
not,
out my dad jokes.
It was bad, but it wasn't that bad.
Okay.
Last night the Trojans were getting beat by double the score that they had. Whoa, Taylor Hernandez with a high arc three. It's no good. That is Jasmine Booner. Am I reading that correctly? Yes, that is Bonner. See, that's what happens when I misspell. Excuse me, Miss Bonner's family, if you're out there. Sorry about that. Jaden Court with the attempt. It's no good. That's going to be Mustangs ball. Bruins continue their lead 10-3 with 3:08 left in the first period. There's Miss Morrow in the right wing. Another travel in the lane by Charnel Hoof. I know that Coach Williams is not happy right now. She was showing a little bit of emotion from the bench. Stella Gadberry brings the ball across midcourt, sends it to the left wing. Now in the lane, Riley Smith. She got the ball tipped. Here's Jaden Court from the free throw line. Oh, it's in and out. Those are so painful to watch. Another basket attempt from Forrest City. It's no good. The Bruins bring it back across midcourt. Here's Jaden Court. She gets run into.
Yeah, we've been driving the lane enough. Eventually you'll get a foul.
That was Kelsey Suggs' first personal foul, second team foul. Boy, somebody over here brought some popcorn, and it smells good.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Popcorn always goes good at a basketball game.
Riley Smith kicks it out. That was Blakely James attempted a three. It's no good, and the Bruins are going to get another turnover. I need to be counting those tonight, apparently. Jaden Court for three. No good.
I believe she's 0 for 3 on the night, so she's due to make one soon.
Bruins so far have done a good job of trapping the Mustangs on the wings, not letting them far inside under the basket.
Yeah, and they're trying to spread out the PA defense. They aren't even running a center in the middle of their plays, so they're trying to go for that drive and easy two.
Here's Jaden Court.
Oh.
Yeah, did you see what I saw? I was
a little
little travel?
No, that's a pro step.
Oh, okay, excuse me.
That is a legal move. It's very hard to accomplish without traveling.
Okay.
But if you
maybe that's why I associated it with that then.
Yeah, so if you put 2 feet down and your momentum carries you forward, you are still allowed to have one plant foot without it being a walk.
Gotcha.
So it's rare because most people can't justify the momentum.
Well, that foul was called on Estella Gadberry, her first personal foul, second team foul against the Lady Bruins.
Score is 12-3, a minute 16 left here in the first quarter. So far, it has been a Lady Bruins defensive show.
Mustangs still trying to make it inside.
And that's going to be another turnover and a charge. So that'll be the second charge of the night, second charge of the first quarter.
That was the first personal foul called against Jasmine Bonner, the third team foul against the Mustangs.
A minute left here in the first quarter. And what an effort.
Goodness gracious.
By Estella Gadberry. She came behind, stole the ball, passed it back in, and managed to bring the ball up the court as well.
Look at that. Oh, I thought that was money. Shot from three-point range by Taylor Hernandez, and it was off. Back on the other end of the court now for three. That was an attempt by Kelsey Suggs. It's no good. Mustangs still have control. Tried another one, and there was another shot by Miss Hoof.
So the Bruins have a time to run a play here. Let's see what they come up with.
Got 10 seconds left in the period. Riley Smith kicks it up to the wing to Estella Gadberry. She drives inside. It's off the glass, and it's good. At the buzzer.
Even with the cleanest whiteboard, you couldn't draw it up better than that.
So right now, the Lady Bruins are winning 14-3. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back with more Bruin basketball in just a moment.
Before coming out to the game, be sure to stop by The Den. The Den is your source for Bruin fan gear and gifts. They have a unique selection of tailgating supplies that will make your pregame party a smash, including new bleacher seats. No matter the occasion, The Den at PA has something for everyone. Tank tops, t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, hoodies, jackets, shorts, pants, and more. We have everything your student needs to look their best on Spirit Day. For all the future Bruin cheerleaders, you'll find bows, pompons, earrings, and cheerleader uniforms. Visit us on campus or online at thedenatpa.com.
Yeah, maybe we.
Here we are. We're back. I'm not sure why we're looking.
Maybe Popeye.
Oh, he's trying to get the logo in there too. Okay, I see what you're doing, Popeye. I see it.
Or maybe he just really likes my chest. I don't know.
Right. I'm not sure.
I have been doing push-ups, so thank you for noticing.
Well, those of you who are familiar with Popeye, you might send him your well wishes. He just had surgery on his arm to repair part of his bicep he tore recently. Everybody who, if you know him well, you know that he is quite a lover of bodybuilding, and hence the name Popeye. But he was down and out for a little bit there. He's back up there on the perch, swinging that camera around for us, and we're really appreciative of it.
So I'm just going to start counting now as far as turnovers.
I think it's fair to say we've had at least 5 already.
Yes, and with those 2, I'm going to put it at 7.
Sure.
So we'll go with 7 overall. Obviously, that is a very official statistic based off of our short-term memories.
Which it is never a good thing to trust my short-term memory.
Yeah, or mine. So the Lady Mustangs are going to bring in Kyla Morrow here.
That last foul was called on number 14, Charnel Hoof, her second personal foul. That's the 4th team foul against the Lady Mustangs.
Estella Gadberry couldn't connect on the second free throw, so the rebound was for the Lady Mustangs.
There's the shot from Miss Hoof, no good. And Estella Gadberry gets the rebound. She sends it over to Blakely James, off the glass, and it's good. Oh, and we've got a
Lady Mustang down here.
Lady Mustang on the court.
Yes, I saw her go down. It didn't look comfortable, but I think she's going to be all right.
Luckily, our athletic trainer, Todd Ross from Bowen Heffley Orthopedics, is right down there on the spot.
You know, it's so funny. One of the more common injuries in basketball is rolling your ankle.
Yeah.
And it's funny because there's so many other sports where you're like soccer. I mean, I played soccer for years, and I got more rolled ankles in basketball than I did soccer.
Oh, wow.
It's a crazy world we live in.
Yeah.
Physics, man, unbelievable. Well, we're glad to see her walking on the court under her own power with a little bit of help from her coaches.
Well, if you have any thoughts on the game tonight, be sure to send us a text message at the number there just above the scoreboard on your screen, the score bug there. You can send us your thoughts on the game via text message at 501-570-6464. Don't try to call it. Nobody's going to answer.
Yeah, feel free to ask mind-burning questions. No math problems, though.
Right.
So 6 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the second quarter.
Nope.
Lady Mustangs are down 18-3.
That was another shot by Millbrooks. It was off the glass. A rebound by Charnel Hoof that resulted in a foul. I'm trying to see which way it's going. Anybody's guess at this point. Oh, here it is. Number 22, that's Jaden Court for the Bruins. Her first personal foul and third team foul against Pulaski Academy. For those of you who might wonder why it just says Forrest on the score bug, well, that unfortunately in our system, that's all that would fit. So I realize it's Forrest City, so sorry about that. There's another attempted basket by Kyla Morrow. It's no good. Sends it back down court. Oh, wow. And a jump ball. Let's see. Yes, okay. I was waiting for the official signal. Another one that's hurt. Is that Jaden? No, that's
Court.
That is Jaden Court. Okay. Luckily, our athletic trainer was right there on the spot. He was still tending to the other young lady.
And injuries on either team is never a good sight to see. So we hope both of the players can get back out and play the sport they love. And by both of the players, I mean one of the Lady Mustangs players was hurt just a few plays ago. So we hope to see her come back out.
We have Ashlyn McDaniel entering the game for the Lady Bruins, along with number 2, Lindsey Johnston. Lindsey had a great game recently. Came into the game a couple minutes into the game during the last one and ended up with, I think it was 9 rebounds. Just tore it up and down the court. Did a fantastic job. And she's a freshman, right? Yeah, she's a freshman. Just an incredibly athletic young lady. Another jump ball.
That's going to go to the Bruins.
A little back and forth already.
And the Lady Mustangs look like they are electing to press.
James drives inside off the glass. Oh, it looked nice.
It did. The good news is that after halftime, they'll get to shoot on the other basket.
Right. Well, a little interesting fact, that basket that they're running toward right now, up until a few hours ago, it actually was crooked. One side was about 1.5 inches lower than the other. We've got another injured player. That was Taylor Hernandez. I'm sorry. Thank you for the correction, Christina. She looks like she's going to stay out there. That was Kyla Morrow got called on a foul there. Her first personal foul, 5th team foul against the Lady Mustangs.
It looks like Jasmine Bonner is going to sub in here for Kamaya Millbrooks. Kamaya was grimacing at the other end of the court, so
James sends it across to Ashlyn McDaniel. And then over to Taylor Hernandez. Oh, wow. Johnston tastes a little bit of varnish there. She gets right back up, and she's on the run. going to be called on number 30. That's on Taylor Hernandez, her second personal foul and fourth team foul against Pulaski Academy. PA currently leads 18-3 with 4 minutes 34 seconds left in the half. Shot, and oh, that one really wanted to fall. That was Charnel Hoof with the attempt. Here's Hernandez off the glass, and it's good.
Man, put that on a highlight reel. A behind the back, nice, easy breezy layup squeezy for two. Ashlyn McDaniel tipped it just out of bounds for the Lady Bruins. She almost got a steal there. Pardon the extracurricular conversation.
Oh, I was muted. They didn't hear it. Oh, it was only in your head.
Then
You're hearing
I am
voices.
insane, and nobody pay attention to me.
No, I muted myself so that Christina and I could talk technical issues for just a moment.
All right. Well, for everyone out there that doesn't know, I can hear everybody else talking, but I have no indication whether they are muted.
No, that's not the case at all. He's just crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, Ashlyn McDaniel with the three.
She had a great defensive play earlier, tipping the ball out of bounds, almost got the steal, so it's nice to see her get rewarded with a nice three-point shot.
Foul on Ashlyn McDaniel there. That'll be her first personal foul, fifth team foul against the Bruins. Jaden Court.
Yeah, it's going to be McDaniel's second foul.
Oh, excuse me. I misspoke. I see what it was.
And a steal by Estella Gadberry. And just a beautiful play for the Lady Bruins. Riley Smith with the easy layup. Bruins are up 25-3. 3 minutes remaining here in the second quarter.
Oh, wow. Nice save by Jasmine Bonner. You know, not only was that save impressive, but I'm just going to say it's impressive she's out there playing the level of ball that she is with all that hair.
Hey, that's the beauty of the world we live in.
Here's Charnel Hoof going to try to find a way inside. Mara Taggart out there giving her a screen.
And it should be noted, Jaden Court is back in the game, so we're glad to see that from her feeling a little bit of an injury earlier.
Oh, Taylor Hernandez tries for a three. It's in and out. The ball comes back across and out of bounds. He says that was off of one of the Bruins.
Yeah, but I believe we touched it to force it to go out of bounds there.
Now, I know that you said that that was Ashlyn's second, and I looked up, and that is what it said, but I think that might be corrected later in the game. I went ahead and changed it on my sheet, but I think the first one was actually called against Jaden Court. But up there on the scoreboard, they have no fouls against Jaden. So we'll just wait and see. Maybe I was wrong and I misread the sign from the referee earlier.
I would like to point out that this is honestly a low-scoring game for both teams, given how many times the ball has been shot.
Yeah. Well, and if you look at it, the Mustangs actually have only made one basket. They've got 3 points up there.
Which is, honestly, that feels wrong.
Right. Yeah, I mean, they are working hard out there, and they've had a lot of good looks. That's the third personal foul called on Taylor Hernandez and sixth team foul. So shooting at the line is number 23, Kyla Morrow. Yeah, Kamaya Millbrooks has the only basket so far. Oh, up until then. Entering the game for the Lady Bruins is Jana Ismail. She sat out most of the season last year. Her family was out of the country for the beginning of the year when the pandemic started. So they stayed there. They had other business to attend to while they were there, so they stayed out of the country and ended up joining the team late in the season last year. So I talked to her I guess it was last week I talked to her, and she just said it was great to be back here joining the team at the beginning of the season and really kind of get in from the ground up.
And it looks like Jasmine Bonner's limping a little bit, so we're going to go back to Kamaya Millbrooks is going to check in the game. And is actually going to take the free throws that were going to be for Jasmine Bonner. She makes the first one.
It's now 8 team fouls against the Bruins. Makes the second. Looking good. Millbrooks now with 5 points.
And what a pass.
Wow. That's Blakely James with that basket. With 1 minute left in the first half, the Lady Bruins lead 27-6. And they are laying on that defensive pressure. Riley Smith gets her pocket picked.
One of the things I love about the way Estella Gadberry plays is that ball was clearly going out of bounds. I mean, clear as day, it was going out of bounds. She wasn't going to make it, but she still tried to get it.
Well, Coach Treadway had a conversation with them during practice today about, he was talking about when the ball sometimes gets knocked up in the air or if it gets knocked out of a player's hands and it's between players. He gave him a good little speech for a few minutes talking about when it's in between players like that, whose ball is it? Who has possession of that ball? And he told them, you need to visualize and understand that if nobody else has possession of that ball, you do. That's your ball. Go get it.
Yeah.
And so she was actually just showing what he was teaching them just this afternoon. Nice shot there from Kyla Morrow. It's no good. Foul. Foul was called on Kelsey Suggs. That's her second personal foul, seventh team foul against the Lady Mustangs. Both teams now in bonus. Shooting 1 and 1. That's Jaden Court. If you're joining us for the first time, we appreciate it. Thanks for watching PA Live. You'll notice that we do describe what you see out there a little bit more in detail than you might normally see on a television broadcast, and that's simply because we have a lot of fans who are blind or visually impaired, and of course they want to know what's going on in the game too. So that's why we try to do that. 10 seconds left in the half. Ball goes up off the basket and time expires. That is halftime. The Lady Bruins lead this one 29-6. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more Bruin basketball in just a moment.
Sarah always wants to be connected, and she often tweets or texts while driving. How far will Sarah go while looking away from the road? More than an entire football field. Driving the length of a football field without looking at the road is selfish driving. Caring drivers respect everyone's safety. What kind of driver will you be?
At Akel's Carpet One, they can get it for you at wholesale. That's not just a slogan at Akel's Carpet One, it's their real money-saving story. You can get the lowest prices on carpets, floors, and real wood cabinets. They have nationwide buying power, low overhead, and local ownership that make all of this possible. Don't shop at the home centers or online when you can shop local and get the best wholesale prices. At Akel's Carpet One, we make it beautiful for less. AkelsCarpet1.com. You know that Crown Trophy of Little Rock has every type of award to recognize athletes, students, and even co-workers. But more than that, Crown Trophy can customize drinkware, badges, and even rings. Whether you have people working for you or working hard on your team, show them your appreciation by recognizing them with something special from Crown Trophy of Little Rock. Visit them online at crowntrophy.com. Central Arkansas Mahindra can provide you with the latest and best in outdoor power products to make your outdoor living more enjoyable. Combine this wide array of selections with their friendly and knowledgeable staff, and we're convinced they will become your only stop for all of your outdoor power needs. They're happy to help you find either the perfect outdoor power equipment, service, or the parts you've been looking for. Check out their inventory of Mahindra, Ferris, and Husqvarna equipment. If you need help in making your selection, call or just stop in. They're always ready to help. Visit them online at centralarkansasmahindra.com.
Welcome back. Again, we are at the Alex Hug Gymnasium here at Pulaski Academy, and the Lady Bruins currently leading the Forrest City Lady Mustangs 29-6. We've got 5 minutes left in the halftime here, and we brought over the head coach of our wrestling program, Jared Barnhill. Coach, how are you?
I'm doing well. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I'm going to turn it up a little bit as we talk. Coach, of course, I've already mentioned it a couple of times that we're hosting the Crown Trophy Bruin Invitational Wrestling Tournament right here tomorrow, and invite, of course, all the Bruin fans, anyone else that's interested in wrestling, come on out. It'll start at 9 a.m. and go all day. But tell us a little bit about the wrestling program and how's it gone this year?
Yeah, so it's actually going really well. This is my first year at PA, so before this, my experience, I was at Maumelle for 4 years and coached wrestling there for 3. Had some really good wrestlers, not really a full team, and so coming over here to PA, the expectations were have a full team, compete for a state championship. I think we've got the guys to do that, but we've been lacking a few weight classes, so trying to find a couple of guys here and there to fill in those last few weight classes so that we can compete for a state championship. And I think we're getting pretty close.
Well, now, for those out there who aren't familiar with wrestling, you know, as you look at it, you look at the mat and you're like, well, there's 2 people out there on the mat. They're just individuals competing. So why is it important to have a full team?
Right. So there's 14 weight classes. In order to compete for a state championship, a team state championship. Now, individual wrestlers can win a state championship.
Sure.
But probably the biggest, and that is a huge accomplishment, but the biggest one is the overall team championship. That's
right.
That's what you want as a program, is to wrestle for that overall team state championship. And so there's 14 weight classes. Right now, we're at 10 weight classes, and we're trying to fill 4 extra. And we're able to move a few guys around where we're really only missing 3.
Right.
So maybe for some of the parents that might be out there listening who have a child that wants to participate in sports and has never really given wrestling a thought, what is something that is attractive about wrestling that maybe another sport can't offer?
That's a great question. So the awesome part about wrestling is it's completely different than any other sport as far as, like in football. Most of the time you're bigger athletes. You don't always have to be big. There are some smaller athletes that excel. But in wrestling, you have weight classes, and you compete in those weight classes. So we have guys who wrestle at a weight class of 106 all the way up to 285. So a 106, a kid that weighs 100 pounds will be competing against other kids in his weight class instead of like on a football field where a kid may weigh 100 pounds and he's getting tackled by a 200-pound linebacker.
Right.
Yeah.
So it kind of evens the playing field as far as weight classes, and a kid who may not be very big but wants to be a part of something, be a part of a team, be a part of a school athletic program. It's a great opportunity for someone that may not have the size to compete on the basketball court
Right.
or on the football field. It gives them an opportunity to be able to participate, be able to play and compete, and be a part of a team atmosphere. The wrestling room is completely different than a lot of places. Those guys get really close to each other. They're a tight-knit group of kids. So it's a really good atmosphere for kids to be a part of.
What's interesting to me is you take especially a lot of the guys on the football field who already excel, and then we've seen several of them come through the wrestling program like Joe Osment, Josh Cady, Fuda Shinkawa, and of course that list just goes on and on. But those who are star athletes out there, you can actually watch them on the football field showing a lot of wrestling moves in their tackles, a lot of times. And
right. A lot of times your better football players will also be good wrestlers because they understand leverage and how to use their body, just body awareness, spatial awareness. Josh Cady, who led the state in interceptions, is also a state championship wrestler.
Yep.
He's a favorite this year in the 145-pound weight class, and led the state in interceptions. And he's like 5'8", and competing against guys that are like 6'3". The guy that he had to cover in the state championship, he was 6'3", trying to cover that guy. And wrestling teaches you to compete. And yes, like you're right. Most of the time, those guys that are good football players will be good wrestlers. Those guys that are good wrestlers will be good football players.
Well, Coach, thanks so much for joining us, and good luck in the tournament tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big time, a fun time.
Yeah, I'll see you in the morning.
That's right, bright and early.
That's right.
All right, Coach. We'll catch up with you again later.
All right, thank you.
There we go. Appreciate Coach Jared Barnhill dropping in with us as we tip off the second half of tonight's girls varsity game.
Lady Mustangs inbounding the ball. Score is 29-6. Lady Bruins leading. 7 minutes and 40 seconds to play here in the third quarter. I also just wanted to take a moment to remind all of our viewers that I know that it's cold outside and you're probably wanting to just sit at home on the couch and do nothing. But let me tell you, there's nothing like the atmosphere of a Bruin basketball game, and it is just as warm in here as it is in your home. Now, it might not be as comfy as a couch, but let me tell you, we got popcorn.
That is true. We've got good popcorn.
So next time you see a game on the schedule, man, just come out, support the Bruins, etch a little time off your schedule. It's a little time to you, but to these people, to these players, and to the Bruin community, it's a lifetime of memories. So feel free to be a part.
That foul was called on Jaden Court, her first personal foul, second team foul of the half.
Looking back, I'm going to say, as far as the foul situation, I believe you are correct. Because
Okay.
I believe Court has 2 fouls.
Right.
Right? Because
Yeah.
there was definitely one on the other end of the court that was called against her. So
Yeah. Well, and I do see some discussion going on down there, and they might figure that out, but they might just decide we're just going to leave it.
Well, my favorite part about this specific event is that is their job to figure out.
Right.
So I will leave them to it.
Jaden Court with the basket. She now has 8 points on the evening.
Ooh.
Lots of pressure on the defensive side from the Bruins.
They're going to call a block on that one. The PA bench tends to disagree with them.
He had a better look at it than Coach did, so I think I'd have to agree with him, but that's the second personal foul against Blakely James and third team foul against the Lady Bruins in this half.
That's some quick fouls to pick up.
I cannot see for the life of me who is that shooting. I hope she's got a number on the front of her jersey.
That is number 10, Kelsey Suggs.
Thank you. She made both of those shots.
Yep. Oh, my goodness. And from way downtown, Blakely James dialed from Hawaii to nail that shot. Ooh, just off the fingertips of Court. She wanted that one.
We want to take a moment and thank our friends at Ron Jones Remax Affiliates Realty. You can see right there they sponsor our live fan feedback. Ron Jones and Charlotte Emery offer you a combined 40 years of real estate experience for all your residential or commercial needs, whether you're buying or selling. Ron Jones Remax Affiliates Realty is standing by to take your call and schedule a market survey and a consultation at your convenience. I was just talking with one of our teachers just a couple of weeks ago. She was asking me, she said, do you know anybody in real estate that you can trust, because I need to find a place for my mom? And I said, I know exactly who to call, and I know their number off the top of my head. You can call Ron Jones at 501-416-3658. That's 416-3658, or visit them online at ronjonesrealtor.com.
Well, just while you're on a roll, if someone wanted to be a sponsor, if someone wanted to have that awesome introduction of their business, what do they have to do?
It's real easy. Just head over to pabruins.tv. You'll see a link at the top of the page that says click here for sponsorship opportunities. You'll find my email on that page.
And it's that simple.
It's that easy.
Oh, I love it.
That starts the process. We're already talking to folks about football season. Can you believe it?
Good deal.
Blakely James for three.
And she has earned her points. She has stood in the lane trying to take a couple of charges, didn't get rewarded for them. So it's great to see her still taking the shots, trying to make the plays for the team.
Kelsey Suggs sends it down in the corner, back up to the wing. Millbrooks fires a three. It's no good. Oh, no. Is it going? No, she's going to catch that one and send it back in. That was, of course, Estella Gadberry. Little back and forth there. Lockhart with the attempt. She got their own rebound, and now here is Hernandez. She's going to bring it across midcourt. Throws it up off the glass, and it's good.
She said, no problem. I'll just go the whole way. Not a big deal.
Already has 10 points. Leads the team right now in points with 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
Your score is 41-12. And we'll see if the Lady Mustangs can't stop some of the bleeding here.
Lockhart sends it into the lane to Morrow, and she gets a basket.
All right.
Jaden Court tries a three. It's in and out again. That's two that she's been denied. Here's Riley Smith for three.
I think Court just gave all of her juju to everybody else, just letting them use it for a night. You know?
Just loaned it out.
Yeah. Which is very kind of her.
Another attempt there by Kelsey Suggs, and the Bruins got the rebound. So here's Gadberry brings it across midcourt. She throws it up, almost goes up the basket the wrong way. There was a foul in the meantime.
Yes, and let it be known, in case if anyone's curious, I did check the rule book. If it does go in the basket the other way, if it goes opposite of the way it's supposed to go, it does not count.
I wondered what you were going to say.
It doesn't count, and it doesn't take points away. It's basically a nothing.
Okay.
It's a nothing.
That's what I would have assumed, but when you started that, I thought, where is he going with this? But it's good to know you actually looked it up in the rule book.
All I'm saying is that I was curious. So someone else out there.
Well, you know what? It does happen on the elementary ball, on the elementary.
Look, I coached. I coached a
they always want to throw it back through and backwards and say, nope, see, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
Well, that last foul was on Charnel Hoof, her third personal foul. Riley Smith came away with 2 good free throws. Excuse me, that was Estella Gadberry, wasn't it? Yeah.
So the foul is going to be on number 23, Kyla Murrow. It'll be the third team foul for the Lady Mustangs, and Kyla's third personal foul.
Oh, that one's just shy. Looks like she might end up with it. Let's see. They're going to say that is a... I'm waiting to see the call before I say anything. They have to either call a foul or a jump ball. It is a jump ball, and the arrow favors the Bruins.
I agree with that. But both of the ladies were trying to play the ball. They weren't trying to, take leverage or take advantage of a position. So I think jump ball's the right call there.
Entering the game for the Lady Mustangs is number 11, Taylor Cole. I believe it's the first time we've seen her tonight. Hernandez throws it in, gets it out there to Riley Smith, and she did cross midcourt, back and forth. So the ball will turn over to the Mustangs. There's Hoof. She gives it down in the corner over to Morrow. She sends it back up top over to Cole. Cole gives it on the left wing over to Suggs. She drives inside, tries to shoot it, and they're going to say there was traveling before she shot it.
But I see what she was going for, and if she did pull that off, that was going to be a great move.
Taylor Hernandez brings it across midcourt, sends it over to Jana Ismail. She dishes it off to Johnston. She goes up for a basket. It's no good. Ismail with the rebound. Gets it in the basket. That's her first basket of the night. So far, the Lady Bruins has looks the most points on the board right now is led by Riley Smith with 11. Bruins still lead this one 48-13 with 1 minute left in the third quarter. Stick around. We have the boys varsity basketball team coming up just a few minutes after this one is over. Got one more quarter of basketball to go, so it's still anyone's game, obviously. Johnston gets her pocket picked, and Ishmael is there to save the day. Passes across over to Riley Smith, and she gets fouled by Terica Lockhart. That is her second personal foul and fourth team foul.
And honestly, if the Lady Mustangs could have just made half of the shots that they've taken, this ball game would look much different than it does now.
They're doing great from the line. Once they get to the free throw line, they're actually doing pretty decently.
Yeah, they've just struggled from the field tonight. So Honestly, I would hate to play them when they are doing good from the field.
Right. Well, that foul was called on Kelsey Suggs, her third personal foul, fifth team foul against the Mustangs. That sends Taylor Hernandez to the line, which is always a dangerous thing because I think when she sleeps, she's practicing free throws. Every time I walk in this building, if there's no other formal practice going on, she's in here practicing, whether it's outside the arc, free throws, whatever, in here on her own. It's just amazing. 30 seconds left in the third. Lockhart looks the way to drive in, gives it down in the corner over to Morrow. She tries a basket. It's no good. And McDaniel comes away with it. She throws it up there, and it goes sailing over into the cheerleaders. They're not prepared for it. The Lady Bruins lead this one 49-13. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back with the final quarter here. You're watching PA Live.
Hug and Haul Equipment Company is the answer to your industrial and construction equipment needs. They can help you with sales, rental, parts, and service. With full-service locations serving Arkansas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Missouri, and Texas, they take ownership of each customer's needs and will work to ensure your demands are met. You can trust Hug and Haul for all your construction, industrial, aerial, material handling, and light equipment needs.
And we're back. Once again, the Lady Bruins leading this one 49-13, just getting ready to start the fourth quarter of play. Leading the Bruins in points tonight is Riley Smith with 11, along with Taylor Hernandez, also with 11.
And it's safe to say that this has been a Bruins game tonight. The Lady Mustangs have put up their fair share of shots, but have just not been able to connect. So we'll see if they can't turn some stuff around here in the fourth quarter, maybe put some more points up on the board.
Lockhart looking to open something up here for the Mustangs. She sends it across to Morrow, back to Lockhart at the top of the arc, back to Morrow. She drives inside. Yeah, that's going to be a travel. Jumped up and down before she even got there. She looked like she was trying to go for a layup, but then ran into trouble.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you got to do. I mean, you got to drive the lane and go for it. And when you're met with another player, you hope to draw the foul, but it doesn't always work out. The Lady Bruins play so unselfishly.
Yes.
I mean, that's something you can't really even coach that. I mean, you can go through passing drills all day, but in order for a team to be truly fluid and influential on a court, being unselfish is what you need.
Well, they have to trust each other.
Exactly.
And this team really does. And I love that. Well, that basket by Lindsey Johnston puts her on the board for tonight. Let's see who this one's on. That one goes to Jenna Esmail, her second personal foul, fifth team foul. Well, missed another one here. There it is. We had three Bruins check in to the game. You've got number 10, Megan Johnston. That is Lindsey's older sister, right? Yeah. Down there, number 10. You also have number 4, Caroline Skurlock, along with Anna Kate Nichols, who still in my mind is in first grade.
Well, I can assure you she is not.
Right.
She is definitely not. If not, she had been held back for a long time.
She either played on one of our basketball teams or played against one of our basketball teams. I remember that. No? It was in the same league. I remember that much. It was one of those upward league games, I think. Oh, that may be what I was thinking of. We went and saw her do gymnastics when she was in first grade. That's what I was thinking of. Yep, Christine. She was in your class, wasn't she? Yeah, she was in Christina's class. Megan was. Megan was in her class as well.
Charnel Hoof got called for the foul there.
Her 4th personal foul, 6th team foul. Lindsey Johnston brings it across. Got to make that distinction now. Esmail at the top of the arc. Gives it back to Lindsey Johnston on the right wing. She dishes it off to Skurlock. She goes toward the basket. There is a foul that's going to go against number 10, Kelsey Suggs. That is her 4th personal foul and 7th team foul. That places the Bruins in bonus. She's shooting 1 and 1.
So I would also like to point out that Kelsey Suggs played in the JV game before this as well. So she's put out a lot of energy tonight.
No doubt. Lots of scrambling over the ball right under the basket there. Megan Johnston gets in the way.
Ooh!
Did she make that?
She just made that.
Wow. I saw it and didn't believe it. That's why I had to ask.
I'm not sure how she did that, but she was falling down and somehow managed to have the focus to put the ball up, hit the backboard, and it go in.
Well, that's her 2nd basket tonight. Excuse me, her 3rd if you count the 2 free throws. It'll be 2 free throws and a field goal.
And Anna Kate Nichols with the 3-point ball there.
Wow.
Way down in the corner.
Foul is called down there in the left corner.
Your score is 54-16, 3 minutes and 23 seconds left here in the 4th quarter.
That foul was called on Caroline Skurlock. That's her 1st personal foul and 7th team foul. Both teams now in bonus. Here comes Lindsey Johnston driving it in. She passes it over to sister, and she gets a 3. Megan Johnston. 3 minutes left in this one. The Bruins lead 57-16. Now they're just having fun.
Hey, the good news about basketball is everyone's been having fun since they put their foot on the court.
Right. Here's Caroline Skurlock. She sends it over to Esmail in the left wing. She gives it to Megan Johnston in the corner. It's off the back of the backboard. Off the back of the rim. Another attempt by Anna Kate Nichols outside the arc. It's no good. A little bit of aggressive effort.
And we have another host of Bruins checking in here.
See if I can keep up. You've got number 3, Nora Ali. I know there were 3 of them.
Number 32.
32. That would be Sierra Hendricks.
Sorry, we're slow to it because we got to see the numbers.
And 13, that is Sophia Boyd.
And I'm learning I just now need glasses.
No, we just need somebody to iron those with starch before they before they wear
them. If we
them.
could just make the numbers crispy.
Yeah. Looks like we have some kind of issue. I'm not sure what it is. The referee was conferring with Coach Jacoby over there, who's running our scoreboard.
I think they were trying to figure out if it was a foul or if it was a turnover.
Gotcha.
Because if it was a foul, then it would have been a 1-1.
Little passing all around on the Mustang side of the court. 1 minute left in the game. Lockhart shoots it. It's no good. Rebound by Hoof. She gets it up there, and it's good. Here's Sierra Hendricks. She tries a 3. It's off the back of the rim. Rebound by Sophia Boyd. She tries it again. It's no good. Back on the other end of the court. Now Kyla Morrow, she gets a basket. Sierra Hendricks was trying to receive that one from all the way on the other end of the court. It was already out of bounds before she could even get a hand on it.
So with the clock winding down, 19 seconds left, your score's 57-20.
And you'll see it is running right now. That's not in error. That's probably what they were talking about a moment ago. This is now a sportsmanship rule, so it's a running clock. 5 seconds left. Lockhart sends it inside. That's going to go out of bounds, and that's the end of the game. The Lady Bruins win this one over Forrest City Lady Mustangs 57-20. That was a fun game. It actually wasn't what I expected, because typically Forrest City, they come out here to play, and obviously they did play hard. They shot, like you said, they shot a lot of a lot of attempts.
Yep.
All throughout the first half. They did much better with making those shots in the second half. And honestly, if they made half of the baskets that they shot in the first half, they would. This might have been a different story.
Yeah, the two things that killed them was not being able to make shots, which, in all honesty, in high school basketball, that just depends on the night. I mean, there's a slew of factors that could be the reason why, but sometimes they just don't go down. Secondly is the amount of turnovers that they had in the first half. It hindered their ability to get any momentum going and to find a groove. And so I think that's a testament to the way they played in the second half. They were able to feel each other out. They were able to make some plays and score some points. So I think as the season continues to progress, they will continue to improve and as always, be a competitive ball team.
Yeah. All right, well, the boys are about to take the court and start warming up. They've already got 8 minutes on the clock, so we're going to take a short break from broadcasting, and we'll be back for the starting lineups. Stick around for the boys' varsity basketball as the Bruins host the Forrest City Mustangs in just a moment. You're watching Bruin basketball on PA Live.
At Caldwell Toyota, they are passionate about helping drivers find the vehicle that's right for them for the most affordable prices possible. That's why they carry such a large selection of new Toyota models, because whether you're looking for something sporty, efficient, versatile, family-friendly, rugged, or all of the above, they are confident they have a new Toyota model to meet all of your needs and then some. Visit them online at caldwelltoyota.com. Before coming out to the game, be sure to stop by The Den. The Den is your source for Bruin fan gear and gifts. They have a unique selection of tailgating supplies that will make your pregame party a smash, including new bleacher seats. No matter the occasion, the Den at PA has something for everyone. Tank tops, t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, hoodies, jackets, shorts, pants, and more. We have everything your student needs to look their best on Spirit Day. For all the future Bruin cheerleaders, you'll find bows, pom-poms, earrings, and cheerleader uniforms. Visit us on campus or online at thedenatpa.com. Before coming out to the game,
Sarah always wants to be connected, and she often tweets or texts while driving. How far will Sarah go while looking away from the road? More than an entire football field. Driving the length of a football field without looking at the road is selfish driving. Caring drivers respect everyone's safety. What kind of driver will you be?
at Akel's Carpet One, they can get it for you at wholesale. That's not just a slogan at Akel's Carpet One, it's their real money-saving story. You can get the lowest prices on carpets, floors, and real wood cabinets. They have nationwide buying power, low overhead, and local ownership that make all of this possible. Don't shop at the home centers or online when you can shop local and get the best wholesale prices. At Akel's Carpet One, we make it beautiful for less. AkelsCarpet1.com. You know that Crown Trophy of Little Rock has every type of award to recognize athletes, students, and even co-workers. But more than that, Crown Trophy can customize drinkware, badges, and even rings. Whether you have people working for you or working hard on your team, show them your appreciation by recognizing them with something special from Crown Trophy of Little Rock. Visit them online at crowntrophy.com. At Caldwell Toyota, they are passionate about helping drivers find the vehicle that's right for them for the most affordable prices possible. That's why they carry such a large selection of new Toyota models, because whether you're looking for something sporty, efficient, versatile, family-friendly, rugged, or all of the above, they are confident they have a new Toyota model to meet all of your needs and then some. Visit them online at caldwelltoyota.com. Hug and Haul Equipment Company is the answer to your industrial and construction equipment needs. They can help you with sales, rental, parts, and service. With full-service locations serving Arkansas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Missouri, and Texas, they take ownership of each customer's needs and will work to ensure your demands are met. You can trust Hug and Haul for all your construction, industrial, aerial, material handling, and light equipment needs. Central Arkansas Mahindra can provide you with the latest and best in outdoor power products to make your outdoor living more enjoyable. Combine this wide array of selections with their friendly and knowledgeable staff, and we're convinced they will become your only stop for all of your outdoor power needs. They're happy to help you find either the perfect outdoor power equipment, service, or the parts you've been looking for. Check out their inventory of Mahindra, Ferris, and Husqvarna equipment. If you need help in making your selection, call or just stop in. They're always ready to help. Visit them online at centralarkansasmahindra.com.
Welcome back. We are ready to meet the starting lineup for the Bruins. I'll go down the starting lineup of the Forrest City Mustangs here in just a moment. Leading the Forrest City Mustangs is number 2, Mikey and White. And if I'm butchering that, somebody just send me a text message on our live fan feedback. Should be popping up at the bottom of your screen any moment. Once you see that, you can send me a text message if I mess up any of these names. I don't do it on purpose. Number 3 is Robert Eccles starting for the Mustangs, followed by number 4, Kayshawn Washington. Number 10, Lamarian Randall. And lastly, number 22, I believe that is Danye Washington. The Bruins don't have theirs up there just yet on the scoreboard. As soon as they do, I will roll down those. I can see them from here, but not as easily. I'm not sure Coach Jacoby realizes that she hadn't put the starters for the Bruins up there yet. Trying to get her attention. There's no starters.
She gave us a nod.
Okay.
So I'm going to trust.
Trust the system. There's Ben
Yep.
Smiley out there, along with Kenny Jordan. You've got number 6. No, that is number 5. That threw me off. Charlie Barker is out there. Number 20, Shannon McDaniel. And number 4, Tyson McCarroll. Huh?
Never mind.
Okay.
Just let it go.
Okay. I got it. It took a second to reach me.
It's okay.
Yeah, I got it now. Yeah, you're not kidding. That's you're just going to have to believe me when I say, folks, it's interesting over here. One player missing off of the court for the Bruins tonight. At least one that will be Kel Busby. That threw me off. He's not dressed out. Looks like he's been nursing an ankle injury the last couple of games and has been playing through. Decided it best just to let him ride it out. That was Shannon McDaniel with the first basket.
Mikey on White. That is how you say it.
Mikey on. Okay. Mikey on White comes away with a three-pointer.
And we got a tie ball game already.
What
5-5.
I spoke with Coach Morgan before the game, and he was telling me that this is probably the fastest team in the conference, Forrest City. They are fast on their feet. They're fast to get up and down the court. They are fast at passing, shooting. Everything they do is just that much faster. So the Bruins have been working at that all week long as just to be ready for this fast team. That one's going to go against Tyson McCarroll, his first personal foul and first team foul against the Bruins. He's lucky that that's all he got. Now, do they have a
flagrant foul?
Flagrant foul in high school?
Yeah, the rules, though, are different between
Okay.
high school, college, and the NBA.
Right.
Yeah, actually, what constitutes a flagrant foul, how many you can get. So in high school basketball, a flagrant foul is you get one, and then the next one you're ejected from the game.
Gotcha. Well, that was not a flagrant foul. I think it might have been called one in a college game. That is Kenny Jordan with the basket.
And right now it looks like the Bruins are finding success with these backdoor passes and these cuts away from the ball.
Wow, that was beautiful shot by Keyshawn Washington.
I always love it when a player has a little bit of attitude after they shoot the shot. They know it's going in, and it's super exciting. Something about that always puts a smile on my face.
Right. That foul is called on number 22, Donye Washington, his first personal foul and the first team foul against the Mustangs.
Yeah, that's oh God.
Okay. Just pass it along. 5 minutes left in the first quarter.
That is correct.
Okay,
this
thank
is
you.
the first quarter of the
Going back and forth
varsity
between
boys basketball game.
NCAA women and NCAA men, and now high school in 1 week. It's just, and in wrestling, periods. My brain is fried. Robert Eccles passes it over to Keyshawn Washington. He's maintaining his position on the right wing. Sends it down under the basket to Randall. Kicks it back out to Washington. He drives inside. It's up. It's in. Doesn't even touch the rim.
I mean, if you're the Bruins, I think that's what you have to do in knowing the way that Forrest City plays. You have to challenge the ball. I mean, you got to be careful. You don't want to start giving away fouls, but you also want to make a statement for yourself on defense as a team that, hey, we're here to play.
That foul was called on Ben Smiley, his first and second team foul against Pulaski Academy. Basket was good by Keyshawn Washington from the line. The Mustangs currently lead 13-8 with 4:23 left in the first quarter. Bruins having a hard time staying under the basket with the level of defense the Mustangs are putting forward so far tonight. Kenny Jordan from the top of the arc sends it over to the left wing to Ben Smiley. Over to the right side, that's Kenny Jordan, back to Smiley. Shannon McDaniel sends it back over to Kenny Jordan, back at the top of the arc. Another one of those positions that they won't be able to get themselves in next year once they're facing that shot clock. Charlie Barker trying to drive inside, but he is maintaining position outside the arc. Here's the shot outside the arc from Kenny Jordan. It's no good, and the Mustangs bring it back across midcourt. That's going to be a basket by Robert Eccles, along with a foul. I believe that's on Ben Smiley. Yes, it is. That'll be his second personal foul, third team foul against the Bruins.
So for a team that plays fast, your main goal is to never let them get ahead by a substantial amount, because catching up to them, not only with their speed but with their ability to score points quickly, is a tough task for a lot of teams. So I think the Bruins will definitely keep making adjustments on their end on defense and offense to meet the needs of playing Forrest City.
There is one, I have made a resolution to not be as critical of refs, but I think I can say that was probably an incorrect call. He called a foul against the Mustangs. I think that was number 2 down there low. It was Mike Young White. Let's see if I was, yeah, that's right. And that was his first personal foul, second team foul. And Mike Ian had his back to the ref, so he couldn't actually see the interaction, but he really did touch nothing but the ball.
That is what we call a makeup call.
Sure.
Because the interaction just before that was a steal that I bet that same referee thought about calling a foul on.
Yeah. 22 with the shot, and it's good for 3. That is Donye Washington with his first basket of the night.
And just like I was saying, the main goal of when you play a team that's fast, and is able to score almost every time they get their hands on the ball.
Yeah.
You don't want to let the bleeding get out of control. So 8-19, Bruins calling a timeout here. 2 minutes and 39 seconds left here in the first quarter of this basketball game.
I'm not sure what's – I bet it's just your app. We're going to close that app. It looks like can I get a thumbs up from the booth? Looking okay on your on your side. Good to go. All right. We just had a glitch over here on our side. Made it look like the screen was frozen. So far, so good. Thank you very much.
Is there any sponsors or anybody that we should
There are,
recognize?
Of course. You know, I've been talking Crown Trophy all week long, and I can't talk about them enough. Jenny Cole is just one of the best people and the biggest Bruin fans out there.
Definitely.
You know, she was talking to me about Bruin basketball and, of course, wrestling and everything else earlier this week when I stopped by to talk to her for just a bit. But, you know, they're great. They have awards for everything, whether you're trying to recognize athletes or students or even coworkers. So whether you're looking for something that you can recognize your coworkers because they've done a great job, or maybe it's the end of the season and it's time to recognize your athletes for a job well done, make sure to show them your appreciation with something special from Crown Trophy of Little Rock. Make sure you visit them online at crowntrophy.com. They ship, believe it or not. They'll send it to you. So even if you're outside of the Little Rock area, you can show them that, hey, you're a Bruin fan by shopping with Crown Trophy of Little Rock. When you do, make sure to tell them, hey, thanks for supporting the Bruins and PA Live. Crown Trophy is our presenting sponsor of the wrestling tournament tomorrow, and so that is why it has been labeled the Crown Trophy Bruin Invitational.
Seems reasonable.
That is a foul called on Robert Eccles from the Mustangs, his second personal foul and fourth team foul against Forrest City.
I'm going to go back to it again. It's all about stopping the bleeding. I mean, 8-19 sounds not so bad, but then when you say 8-22,
it's just that much different.
Yeah,
it's a big difference, but it's only 4 points.
Right.
But it feels like a big difference. Danye Washington drives inside, gets the basket.
Not to be a stickler, but it's only 3 points.
Oh, excuse me.
That's okay. Like I said, no math problems.
Right.
A minute and 15 left here in the quarter. Your score is 8-24. Forrest City leading.
Foul is called on number 2, Kenny Jordan. That is his first personal foul, fourth team foul. Checking in for the Bruins is Zach Miller. And for the Mustangs is Melvin Shaw and Antonio Jordan, along with Marcus Britt. I might go so far as to say that that's Marcus Britt Jr. maybe. Maybe one of the fans out there listening or watching could send me a text and let me know, because their head coach is listed as Marcus Britt. Along with number 32, Servio Fisher, also entered the game. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm
Just had a little background conversation here.
And that was a much-needed three-pointer for the Bruins. They needed something to get up on the board. Going into the second quarter, anything you can get, you'll take it.
Back and forth until the clock runs out. That's the end of the first quarter. Mustangs lead this one 24-11. We'll be right back. We've got lots more basketball to be played tonight. We'll be right back with more Bruin basketball on PA Live.
At Akel's Carpet One, they can get it for you at wholesale. That's not just a slogan at Akel's Carpet One, it's their real money-saving story. You can get the lowest prices on carpets, floors, and real wood cabinets. They have nationwide buying power, low overhead, and local ownership that make all of this possible. Don't shop at the home centers or online when you can shop local and get the best wholesale prices. At Akel's Carpet One, we make it beautiful for less. AkelsCarpet1.com. You know that Crown Trophy of Little Rock has every type of award to recognize athletes, students, and even co-workers. But more than that, Crown Trophy can customize drinkware, badges, and even rings. Whether you have people working for you or working hard on your team, show them your appreciation by recognizing them with something special from Crown Trophy of Little Rock. Visit them online at crowntrophy.com.
Welcome back. Bruins breaking the huddle after a little bit of extra urging from the referees. They don't take any time inbounding the ball. Servio Fisher out there. He's going to send it into the corner to Melvin Shaw. He tries a three, and it's off the rim. Bruins bring it back across. Here's Kenny Jordan. Bruins trying to set something up, and in the meantime, lost possession of the ball, went right through Caleb Paylor's hands.
Yeah, the number one rule of catching a pass is to catch the pass. So I'm sure he'd like to have that one back.
Step one is to catch it.
Yes.
When in doubt, see step one. Nice save there by Tyson McCarroll. Nearly went out of bounds. He was able to grab it and at least give the basket a look. It's no good, but now they're on the other end of the court. Here's Marcus Britt with a shot, and it's no good. Rebound, Antonio Jordan tries another. It's no good as well.
So if you're the Bruins, every time you get a rebound and a defensive rebound, they need to capitalize on it. They need to put points on the board. And just like that. Melvin Shaw with the shot just off the mark. Charlie Barker with the rebound, bringing the ball up the court.
Sends it out there to Kenny Jordan. He tries it. It's off the inside of the rim. No good. 6 minutes left. Bruins still trailing 13-26 behind the Mustangs. Marcus Britt tries to send it over to Keyshawn Johnson. He gives the basket a glance. It's in and out. Rebound by Charlie Barker. Kenny Jordan's going to bring it back across midcourt. Bruins still struggling so far tonight.
And a steal by Melvin Shaw. Charlie Barker chasing him down, gives the foul.
That'll be Charlie's first personal foul. 5th team foul against the Pulaski Academy. That'll send Melvin Shaw to the line to shoot 2. So far the Mustangs just proving what Coach Morgan told me before the game, that this is the fastest team in the conference. They absolutely look like it.
So what really makes a great coach is in moments like this, when you have a game plan, you've trained for it all week, then you show up and it's not working out the way you thought it would. So it's the ability as a coach to make changes on the fly and have your team understand what the objective is. So I'll be interested to see what changes the Bruins look to make as this second quarter winds down, going into the second half.
Here's Charlie Barker. He's looking up at the basket, but still not shooting anything, trying to get it over to Tyson McCarroll. He's running around the left side. A little slip there, but he shoots it, and it's no good. Rebound and basket by Ben Smiley. Under 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Melvin Shaw sends it back up to the right wing over to Jordan. Over to the left wing, Marcus Britt, and it's good for 3.
So on the Bruins defense, and obviously I'm very well qualified to talk about this through my years of experience in basketball and as a head coach of the Cabot Parks and Rec basketball teams. As a coach, you want the defense to work for you. You don't want your players getting worn out if they're playing a fast team because they're running around on defense.
Right.
So I think maybe a couple adjustments on defense, being sure that the players understand that the formation can work for them. They don't have to run around everywhere, and let it work for them. Trust the defense.
That last foul was called on Antonio Jordan, his first personal foul, 5th team foul against the Mustangs. Both teams now have 5.
And I would bet, too, that either we start getting Charlie Barker some help when he brings the ball up. We have someone setting a screen, someone getting open for him. Any point guard always gets a little razzled when the ball gets taken away from him.
Yeah, absolutely. Kenny Jordan tried a 3. It's no good. Here's another try from Shannon McDaniel, also off the inside of the rim. And the Mustangs bring it back across midcourt. Beautiful layup, although it didn't go in. That was a nice attempt by Melvin Shaw. Bruins bring it back across. Now serving as point guard, still Kenny Jordan. Sends it to Tyson McCarroll. He tries to drive inside. That is the second time I've watched him slip out there so far tonight. Somebody needs to wipe off the bottom of his shoes.
Yeah, maybe just or maybe that spot. I don't know.
It's 2 different spots on the court, same shoes. Nice basket there from Shannon McDaniel.
17-31 is your score. 3 minutes and 12 seconds left here in the second quarter.
I love seeing all the activity up there on that video board tonight. They're just killing it.
Who is they?
I'm trying to look around and see. I believe that's Zoe Yu producing the scoreboard tonight. Is that right?
I believe that's correct.
Yeah, that's right. Zoe's in there, one of the students here at Pulaski Academy. You've got Zoe Yu producing the video board here in the gym. You've got Nathaniel Bird producing and directing for the broadcast. Everything that you see up there, he's running all of that. Down on the court, running a camera courtside, you've got Kai Hugh. All of them are our student members of the PA Live crew. Could not do this stuff without them. Shannon McDaniel sends it over.
Ooh, nice pass.
Oh, wow. Almost had back-to-back turnovers. Instead, here is White. He gives it over to Randall. He's down in the right corner. Back to White in the right wing. Down in the corner, here is Lamarian Randall for 3. It's off the rim. Danya Washington had the rebound, and I believe he got fouled on the way there. That was Shannon McDaniel with the foul. That's his first personal foul and 6th team foul against the Bruins. Looks like I have missed a foul on the visiting team. That's all right. We'll find that later. You go 2 for 2 already?
Yes.
I think I missed something. Yeah. I'm making friends over here.
So we got a foul on number 22, Danya Washington. And that will be the 7th team foul for Forrest City. So we're going to go to 1-1 here. 2 minutes and 4 seconds left here in the second quarter. Your score is 19-32. Forrest City is leading. He does connect on the first one, so it'll be 19 on the board for the Bruins.
Apparently there's somebody in the stands dancing that's just making Christina just.
And checking
these
in
two
for
boys.
the Bruins
Okay,
is
sorry.
number 33, Corey Park.
Corey Park.
And Shannon McDaniel is able to make both of his free throws.
Another shot attempt by Washington. It's off the front of the rim, rebounded by the Mustangs. A shot by Lamarion Randall, and it's good. He's got 2 points so far tonight. Leading the team for the Mustangs is number 22, Donnie Washington. I've got he has 9 points. On the scoreboard, they say 8, but I'm going to say 9. Because I don't ever take my eyes off the game. I pay nothing but attention through the entire thing. Foul was called there on number 20, I think. Is that right?
No, they called a 3 seconds in the lane.
3 seconds. I'm sorry. I thought he threw a 20 out there. There we go.
Yeah, there was no foul.
Okay. Less than a minute left in the half.
So if you're the Bruins here, you'd like to come down here and score. Let them get the ball once, hopefully get a rebound, and then come down and finish out the half with a score, maybe leading up some momentum before they go in.
Charlie Barker in the left wing sends it across over to Ben Smiley at the top of the arc. Back to Barker. Sends it to Corey. Corey Park, the right wing. Now Shannon McDaniel at the top of the arc. Now Caleb Paler on the right side. It's like they're running a passing drill. Ben Smiley gives it back to Charlie Barker at the top of the arc. 10 seconds. Shot by Ben Smiley.
Corey Park is going to get called on the foul there.
Interesting. Well, that's his first personal foul and 7th team foul against the Bruins.
And Tyson McCarroll is now checking back in for the Bruins. Yeah, that's a tough foul to give. There's 4.9 seconds left on the clock, and that puts us in a bonus. So now we give them an opportunity for 2 shots if he makes the first, which he did.
Kenny Jordan comes back in. Made the first one, missed the second. Bruins trying to bring it back across, and that pass got tipped on the way there. So nothing having there. Going into halftime, the Mustangs lead 35-21 over the Bruins. Stick around for the second half. Looks like the Spirit Squad is going to perform out on the court, so we're going to keep it right here and let you watch the Spirit Squad as they perform.
Sarah always wants to be connected, and she often tweets or texts while driving. How far will Sarah go while looking away from the road? More than an entire football field. Driving the length of a football field without looking at the road is selfish driving. Caring drivers respect everyone's safety. What kind of driver will you be?
Welcome back, and welcome to Hug Gymnasium here at Pulaski Academy. Of course, the Bruins hosting the Forrest City Mustangs tonight. Mustangs leading 35-21 in the boys varsity game. And joining us for halftime tonight is Dr. Livingston, who is, tell me your title again. I know it's like head of everything is what it feels like every time I see an email from you. But what's your official title?
I am the assistant head of the upper school. I am the assistant head of the upper school.
Okay, assistant head of upper school. So I know that you've had a busy year. It's been a lot of fun. So tell us, tell us what's going on in the upper school so far this year.
Oh my gosh. Well, I guess the most exciting thing on our horizons is that we have homecoming coming up.
Yes.
We've got Disco Fever
Okay.
as our homecoming theme,
How
which I'm
fun.
particularly excited. It's the kind of fever we want,
Yes,
right?
yeah,
Disco
yes.
Fever.
Yeah.
And then the Saturday we have our Disco Ball,
Okay.
which hopefully will have disco balls, which is our winter formal.
How disappointing would it be if there was not a disco
I
ball
know.
At the disco ball.
We
Yeah.
have a disco ball in one of our physics rooms, so we're set.
Right. It doesn't even have to be up on the ceiling. Like, it just needs to be in the room.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. Everybody's excited in that. We're going to crown our homecoming queen at halftime
Who is
during
it?
the basketball game. I'm not allowed to say.
All right. Just checking.
And other than that, you know, I know that tomorrow we're hosting wrestling. Can you tell me about that?
Yes, absolutely, I can. We actually talked about it during halftime of the girls' game, but of course we are hosting the Crown Trophy Bruin Invitational Wrestling Tournament tomorrow. 9 a.m. is the start time, and it's right here in the Hug Gymnasium. Everyone's welcome to come out and cheer on your team, especially if your team is the Bruins.
Yes.
But come on out if you're interested in wrestling at all or interested in the Bruins. It is $5 admission, and of course PA students get in free, and of course as well as anyone under 6. But so come on out. It's going to be a fun time. It's an individual tournament. If you're not familiar with wrestling, it's 14 different weight classes ranging from 106 to 285 pounds, and you basically have 14 different brackets.
Wow.
For the 200 wrestlers that will be here. We have
sorry.
200 wrestlers representing 21 different schools from 2 states.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
What were you going to ask me?
I was going to ask you just because I didn't know there were so many categories. What's
Yeah.
the word I want?
Weight classes.
Weight classes.
Yeah.
How much weight is in a weight class? What's the range that we
Well,
have so many?
It's different actually. There's not a set number. It's quite interesting because as a wrestling dad when Grant was a freshman, that was confusing to me, you know, going through that. So the weight classes are 106, 113, 120, 126, 132, 138, 145, 152, 160, 170, 182, 195, 220, and 285.
Wow.
Yeah.
You knew all of them.
Well, I've been keeping score for the last 2 or 3 years now.
If anyone is out there, is the number up right now?
Yes.
Okay, look at the number on the screen. It's just below my beautiful face.
Nathaniel, can you throw that score bug back up on the screen for us?
If you could
There
just
it is.
fact check that for us, because that was a lot of numbers.
It is. I can tell you that's exactly what they are.
And it's for my personal benefit, okay?
But yeah,
wonder.
some of them have like 2 or 3 pounds, but then that last one's a huge jump from 220
Yeah.
to 285.
Do you think it's based on some averages, or I don't know, just evolved?
I think you just and it changes because that's actually the weight classes that were adopted by the National Federation of High Schools, NFHS, in 2016.
Oh,
They
interesting.
actually changed those not long ago, and so there's like 15 weight classes in the newer system. But here in Arkansas, we still use the NFHS 2016 weight classes.
Okay.
So I feel like I always find the opportunity to encourage people to give back to PA. Sometimes with us younger folks, we'll get the emails about alumni asking us to sponsor stuff, and people are like, dude, I have no money. And I'm like, dude, me too. I have no money. But look, let me tell you, if you want to support the school, if you want to be able to be a part of the community, just come by here and give the admissions lady $5 and then leave. You don't even have to stay, but it's an easy $5 to give back to PA, to give to the wrestling community, and more importantly, just to give to sports in the state of Arkansas. So if you've ever been like, I don't have any money, well, run down to Sonic, find some change on the ground, and we'll see you here tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
It's worth it. You get a really great smile.
It's a lot of fun. We're going to roll out the wrestling mats immediately after this game.
Oh, wow.
We've got 4 mats that we're going to roll out here, and it's going to be nonstop action all day. So
That's exciting.
So
what else have you got going on?
I was going to ask, being a former student, what is the most exciting thing about being a PA student right now?
That's tricky because there's so much going on. I got to tell you, since it's my first year at PA, I grew up here, but I was out of the state for a long time.
Sure.
And one of the things that I noticed that I'm particularly impressed by, that I think makes the experience richer and maybe a little different than what I'm used to, is that you have so many, both girls and boys, multi-sport athletes. Like in a way I've never seen.
Right.
Like 3 sports,
Right.
like so many. And I think that adds dimension to their experience. We also are doing some really great things with, of course, academics. I am super psyched about our academic program, and I will talk about it as long as you let me. But also, it's particularly, we've got a really cool new community program that we're building with small groups and large groups, and we're kind of, I know there was a scavenger hunt that happened the other day. I mean, we're really trying to make it fun.
So what is the goal? Tell us a little bit more about that community program, because I see emails about it, because I'm more of an online faculty member, but I'm not on campus, so I don't get to see these things. So tell us about that. What's the goal of it?
Well, there's such a focus, especially after the pandemic, but there always is. Like all the research shows us that social emotional learning components and social emotional support and community are so crucial. Combine that with the fact that, unfortunately, we haven't been able to be together as much as a community, especially in a place like this where community is so important, right?
Yeah.
It really has been a way that we can make sure that, not only that we're supporting and that everybody's got their adult on campus and the small groups, but also that we can get them together and let them have fun, because that's something we're still playing catch up on from the last several years.
I feel like everybody's playing catch up
Aren't
on
we?
that.
I
So
know I am.
I'm just glad to hear that we have some initiatives to get people out there, to get the community spirit back together.
It's such a great place. I know I say this every time somebody lets me, but everywhere I've worked, they're like, we're a family, but like this, it really is.
It really
true
is.
Here.
Yep.
It really is.
Yep.
So.
I believe it.
Yeah. Any time I've heard someone explicitly say we're a family here, that is now the signal for me to cut and run. I'm out.
Well, we're going to start the second half. Dr. Livingston, thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, no, thanks for having me. This is great.
All right. We'll see you next time. All right. Let's get back to the court. Again, the Bruins trailing Mustangs 37-21 is the Mustangs lead.
And Lamarion Randall came out hot for Forrest City, and they just forced a turnover on the Bruins. 10 seconds in the back court. The rule of law in basketball is you got to get it across the halfway line, the half court line, in 10 seconds or less.
Okay. I honestly don't think I knew that one.
So that's why a lot of teams choose to press in critical moments, because you don't have to force a turnover. You don't have to steal the ball. You just got to keep them behind the half-court line for 10 seconds.
Still looking for that missing foul. There's a nice shot. Little assist there by Ben Smiley. Shannon McDaniel with the basket.
Robert Eccles there with that shot. And I love his intensity, Robert Eccles, for Forrest City.
A little too hot on that pass. Robert Eccles was able to come up away with it. He's going to hand it off to Danya Washington. Tries for a three, and it's no good. Bruins bring it back across. A nice three-point attempt there by Kenny Jordan. Notice real quickly, you've got Kenny Jordan along with Ben Smiley hurrying back to cover that defense, sending 2 back. Normally the Bruins only send 1 back, but they're sending 2 back tonight to try and hurry up and set that up to try and equalize a little bit from the speed of the Mustangs.
What's so funny is a rule actually came about because of snowbirding, which is where the other team scores a basket and you immediately send a player down to the opposite end of the court, and when you're inbounding it, you just chunk it.
Sure.
So then the other team's not even back yet. But this Forrest City team is so quick that they're doing it by running from the other free throw line.
Wow, I think you can call that a rebound by the Bruins, but a steal by Mike-Yon White. Ends up getting the basket. We have a Hug and Haul timeout on the court. Want to thank our great folks over there at Ron Jones Remax Affiliates Realty. Ron Jones and Charlotte Emery offer a combined 40 years of real estate experience for all your residential or commercial needs, whether you're buying or selling. Ron Jones Remax Affiliates Realty is standing by to take your call and schedule a market survey and a consultation at your convenience. For listings and more information, give them a call at 501-416-3658 or visit them online at ronjonesrealtor.com. Of course, every timeout is sponsored by Hug and Haul. Hug and Haul Equipment Company is the answer to your industrial and construction equipment needs. They can help you with sales, rental, parts, and service. With full service locations serving Arkansas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Missouri, and Texas. They take ownership of each customer's needs and will work to ensure your demands are met. You can always trust Hug and Haul for all your construction, industrial, aerial, material handling, and light equipment needs.
So the score is 23-44, 5 minutes and 23 seconds left here in the third quarter, and just like that, it feels like this game might be starting to slip away from the Bruins. It'll be up to their determination to play some defense, score some points to try and turn this thing around.
Mike-Yon White there to inbound the ball for the Mustangs. He sends it out to Keyshawn Washington on the left wing. He gives it to Lamarian Randall in the corner. Now inside is Danya Washington. Kicks it back out to Eccles. And there's a foul called on the floor.
So from the referee's perspective, just so everybody out there is not yelling at their television or computer or phone or laptop or whatever you're listening on. Basically, they called that foul because it's 5 minutes. We're 3 minutes into the quarter, right? 3 minutes into the quarter and no foul's been called.
Oh.
So it's time to call a foul.
Gotcha. I was curious. I was like, that seems a little interesting. I'll just leave it at that. That foul was on Shannon McDaniel, his second personal foul and first team foul in this half for the Bruins.
And that's another turnover for the Bruins.
Robert Eccles with the basket.
And a three-point shot for Ben Smiley is no good. The ball is rebounded by the Bruins. Charlie Barker tried to take the shot there. Instead, Tyson McCarroll got the rebound and was able to get a foul on his way up. So he's going to take 2 shots at the free throw line.
That was the first personal foul by Lamarian Randall and a first team foul by the Mustangs in this half. Tyson McCarroll misses his first one.
So to expand on what I meant by it's time to call a foul is that referees want to control the pace of the game, and they want to control how intense the players are able to play. So at some point in time, generally a few minutes into a quarter is about the time where the intensity is picked up and it's time to keep it back in check. So it's not that they're necessarily looking for a foul. It's just that they want to be sure that the presence of the referees is still there to control the quality of the game.
Just had to double check everything was working just fine. Had a paranoid dad, mine. He thought our signal stopped, but no, it was his. Jump ball, he says. Ben Smiley says, jump ball. That was more like chip tooth.
I would like to formally apologize to all the people viewing right now for that horrible joke.
Okay. Man, it took you this long to apologize for one of my horrible jokes.
It's just, I've let so many go. I had to throw it out there. And it's also because I have my nights of fair share just what.
Nice steal. Oh, and then he traveled to lose it. That was a good steal by Tyson McCarroll, but he couldn't hang on to it. Going to have a lot of folks coming in for the Mustangs now.
And it looks like the Mustangs are actually going to substitute their entire team minus Kayshawn Washington.
Looks like everyone coming out we've already seen before. I was wondering why we haven't seen, that was interesting. I wondered why we hadn't seen Marco Bennett or Marvin Bennett. And I looked down, of course, that's from last year. And I looked down at the roster and I realized, oh, yeah, neither one of them are on the roster this year. So that's why. So we've seen everybody on their team.
Right. And that's a three-pointer for Kenny Jordan.
Nice.
Your score's 29-50, 2 minutes and 29 seconds left here in this third quarter. A rebound for Charlie Barker, passing it up to Ben Smiley for a nice layup.
Nope. I was going to say that was traveling. Called on Melvin Shaw. So it's a Bruins ball.
So if the Bruins are able to score quickly here and then stop them, I bet you'll end up seeing a timeout from Forrest City.
Ben Smiley attempting a three, and it's good. Nothing but net. Smiley now has 7 points tonight. Melvin Shaw with the basket. Charlie Barker's going to bring it across midcourt. A little bit of help there from Zach Miller. Tries the shot, it's no good. Melvin Shaw brings it back across midcourt, goes straight to the basket. And I don't see that one, but he's going to get called for blocking. That is 32, Zach Miller.
Yeah, so I'm going to give the short story. My dad was an NBA referee, so I get to make referee comments that other people can't make. All right, there we go. There's a disclosure.
There's your disclaimer.
One of the issues that I have with high school basketball is that everybody knows that in the pros there's the restriction area, which is the little arc directly under the basket. That restriction area does not exist in high school basketball. So it bothers me when a player stands there and his feet are planted and it is a textbook charge and they are not called for it. Instead, they're called for a block because of the restricted area.
Yep. Well, there's that.
Yep.
Nice three-point attempt anyway. That was Kenny Jordan. Back over to Antonio Jordan, and he gets a three of his own.
Your score is 34-56, less than a minute in the third quarter.
Okay, at least it's going both directions. Got a foul there on number 32, Sergio Fisher. That'll be his first personal foul, second team foul against the Mustangs. That'll send Ben Smiley to the line to shoot two.
I mean, let's be honest. If you're able to draw a charge on Sergio Fisher, then I mean, just let it be a compliment to both of you, because that is a very large man.
The crowd getting involved. Shaking up Smiley. Smiley for three. It's off the front of the rim. Rebound goes to Antonio Jordan. He kicks it out to Keyshawn Washington, who will bring it across midcourt. Back to Jordan. Back to.
Yeah, you're going to be doing that for a minute.
Playing back and forth here. Just burning some clock time. Sergio Fisher inside the lane. He'll kick it out. Back and forth, 5 seconds. 3-point shot, that's an air ball. Sergio Fisher tries to put it up at the last second, and it's no good. Forrest City still leads 56-35 over Pulaski Academy. We've got one more quarter to go. We'll be right back with more Bruin basketball on PA Live.
Hug and Haul Equipment Company is the answer to your industrial and construction equipment needs. They can help you with sales, rental, parts, and service. With full-service locations serving Arkansas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Missouri, and Texas, they take ownership of each customer's needs and will work to ensure your demands are met. You can trust Hug and Haul for all your construction, industrial, aerial, material handling, and light equipment needs. At Caldwell Toyota, they are passionate about helping drivers find the vehicle that's right for them for the most affordable prices possible. That's why they carry such a large selection of new Toyota models, because whether you're looking for something sporty, efficient, versatile, family-friendly, rugged, or all of the above, they are confident they have a new Toyota model to meet all of your needs and then some. Visit them online at caldwelltoyota.com.
And you're back.
And we're back.
The Bruins have a 21-point deficit to make up in 8 minutes. It's a tall order.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for that commentary.
Anytime, man. If you're curious, ask me later. If you're out there to watch.
And if you're not curious, we're going to continue to commentate Pulaski Academy basketball.
I'm telling you, it's getting on my nerves. Tyson McCarroll with the basket. Robert Eccles brings it across. Looking to set something up. They're just going to pass it around, looks like. There's a shot for three from Marcus Britt. It's good. You see him out there. He's playing a lot of defense so far tonight, but he's only got 8 points. And that's another thing you talked about earlier tonight, when we were in the girls' game. You know, one of the things is they play as a team. There's no individuals, and that's something you can definitely say about this team from Forrest City. There's obviously some good shooters out there. There's some great guys on defense, but they're unselfish. You know, as they run down and they see, okay, well, I'm covered. I'm going to kick it out to this guy. He can take the shot. It kind of goes around. As I look up at the scoreboard, just running down the points, you've got 6 points, 8 points, 3 points, 7 points, 2 points. There's nobody sitting out there with like 21 points and 2 of them have 0.
Yeah, you know what I called 8 points when I was playing basketball?
What?
A career high.
Well, that was the third personal foul called on Ben Smiley, and the third team foul. Of course, that was a three-point shot. That's why he's shooting 3 free throws. And according to my book anyway, that means Robert Eccles now has 14 points for the night. Nope, correct that. That's 16 points for the night.
And that was Kenny Jordan on the cut to the basket. It was fed a nice pass by Charlie Barker. 39-64, Forrest City leading.
Kenny Jordan has 10 points so far tonight on his own. Bruins bringing it back across midcourt, looking to find something. Sends it to McCarroll. He's going to try 3, and it's good.
So for the Bruins to have a chance, the key is not even necessarily going to be stops. It is going to be capitalizing when Forrest City misses to get the rebound.
Yeah, just like Shannon McDaniel did just now.
Yeah, because they don't miss often. They've made a lot of shots tonight, so you don't want to give up a ton of fouls either. So focusing on being able to get those defensive rebounds, that's a key stat in order to make a comeback here.
Go Bruins. Pearson Snyder is watching. Thanks for joining us. Good to hear from you.
Another fan out there says, "Go Bruins." We always love the feedback from the fans.
Absolutely. Love it. That comes courtesy of the Ron Jones RE/MAX Affiliates Realty live fan feedback. Bruins going to inbound that one over to Charlie Barker. He'll bring it across midcourt. Takes a glance at the basket, decides not to. Kicks it over to Ben Smiley. Back to Charlie Barker. You had 2 different refs blowing the whistle. They both saw the same thing. Fouls on Servio Fisher, his second personal foul and 4th team foul against the Mustangs. Barker to inbound for the Bruins. Sends it to Ben Smiley. He shoots a 3, and it's an air ball. He finds Charlie Barker under the basket. Is that counted?
Yeah,
yes,
you know the good news about air balls when that happens?
What's that?
It's a pass. You know what that means? You get an assist.
That's right. There you go. So that was the 4th personal foul against Robert Eccles, putting him in foul trouble. The 5th team foul against the Mustangs. Three-point attempt there from Marcus Britt. It's no good. Over to Keyshawn Washington. He's on the left wing. Down in the corner, over to Antonio Jordan, now back up top. Marcus Britt sends it down to Servio Fisher, and it's good for 2.
And that's why I'm stressing the formation on the defense to let it work for you, because you can work really hard to play defense right there. And for Forrest City, it just looks so simple. Just a pass here, pass there. There you go.
Nice attempt, at least, from Tyson McCarroll. Goes out of bounds. That's going to be Mustang ball. Mikeon White's coming in for Servio Fisher. Here's Keyshawn Washington to bring it across midcourt for the Mustangs. Marcus Britt on the left wing. Sends it to the right. Excuse me, he was on the right wing. Still there. Sends it down to the corner to Melvin Shaw. Back to Britt. Now Washington with the shot. It's off. Melvin Shaw with the rebound and the putback for 2.
Like I said, defensive rebounds have got to be the move. You got to focus on those. You got to capitalize on those in order to give yourself the best chance to come back on this game. So the Bruins are going to turn it over here. It'll be Forrest City's ball. 3 minutes and 27 seconds left here to play. Your score is 46-68. Forrest City leading. We got a travel on Antonio Jordan. So it's going to go back to the Bruins. We'll see what they can make out of this opportunity.
Kenny Jordan sends it out to Ben Smiley. He gives it over to Barker. Now over to McDaniel. He tries for a 3, and it's off. Forrest City gets the rebound. Sends it down to Melvin Shaw. He's in there for the layup and the foul. It's number 20, Shannon McDaniel, with his 3rd personal foul and 4th team foul against the Bruins. That's the sound that it makes when you try to mix Pulaski Academy and Bruins. Bruins.
That it does. That it does. That is the sound it makes, ladies and gentlemen.
Melvin Shaw here to shoot 1. And it's good. Under 3 minutes left in the game. Forrest City leads 71-46 over the Bruins.
And we have Seth Ward's checked into the game here for the Bruins. And we also have Cheyenne Patel.
Okay, I thought they looked a lot alike, but I didn't realize they were twins. Okay, thanks for telling me. So I was just being told this Seth Ward is Miles Ward's twin brother. Of course, Miles is, I know Miles because he's on our wrestling team. Of course, also plays football.
Yeah, it's always difficult to when two guys look alike.
Yeah, I mean,
are they twins? You can say they're brothers, but
yeah,
you really got to be confident to make that twin call.
Corey Park down there gets the rebound. Lots of effort on both sides of the ball right now. There's the basket by number 30, Marvin Barnett. Thought I had added him. Marvin Barnett with another basket. The fans are just crazy about that because he just came into the game.
So I'm not sure on the backstory on that, but there is a clear excitement for Marvin Barnett individually.
Yeah, he might have been injured, and this is his first time back, but yeah, maybe he's just got a lot of fans here.
Maybe so. My wife would call me crazy when I do things like this, but I'm tempted just to get up and ask somebody.
Well, that's exactly what I would do. Of course, I've never met a stranger, everywhere I go. Everybody's just a friend I haven't made yet. Or an enemy I haven't made yet. One or the other.
The world's an interesting place.
Right. Patel inbounds to Ward. He's going to bring it across midcourt. Sends back to Patel on the right wing. He gives it to Zach Miller at the top of the arc. He tries a 3. It's off the back of the rim. Ward tries to get it before it rolls out of bounds. Not quite enough.
So let it be known that Zach Miller was not named after the famous power forward Zach Miller, even though his shot does look very similar. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I've just produced your Google search for the night.
There you go. Attempt by Servio Fisher for 3. It's no good. And looks like they're coming.
It'll be the 7th team foul for the Forrest City Mustangs. So the Bruins are going to shoot 1-1 here.
That was on Marcus Britt, his first personal foul. First one's good. That's Caleb Paler at the line for the Bruins. Second one is off. Marcus Britt brings it across midcourt for Forrest City. Goes to the right, over to Melvin Shaw on the right wing. Back to Britt. Sends it into the lane, down to Marvin Barnett. Back to Shaw, back to Fisher. Britt, Fisher. Barnett, Fisher. Shot, it's an air ball. Goes out of bounds on one of the Bruins. It was right off of, can't tell, I think it was one of them.
I can guarantee you it was one of the 5 players for the Bruins on the court, yes. So Servio Fisher makes the 2-point basket. He's going to go to the line for 1. Looks like the foul is going to be on Zach Miller.
That's his second personal foul, 5th team foul against the Bruins.
So we're going to get another foul on the Bruins.
And now it's a running clock. With a 30-point spread, sportsmanship rule goes into effect for the rest of the game. That foul was on Corey Park, his second personal foul and 6th team foul. 30 seconds left in the game. And now Forrest City's just going to pump the brakes, say, hey, we're done here. Well, just as we expected, Coach Morgan's prediction was right. This is a fast team. They're good.
Yeah, I'm not sure now that that was a prediction. I think that was an actual statement.
Oh, sure. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. No, he was stating that they are before last week, they thought Robinson was the fastest team in the conference. And going back and looking at things, they realized, no, this is actually, Forrest City is faster at both shooting, passing, getting up and down the court. And they looked impressive tonight.
The best thing about a game like this is that for the Bruins, it exposes a lot of areas that you can capitalize on. So I think every team definitely shows up to win, and every team expects to win. But when you come out and you get beat 47-77, you've got to learn from that. You've got to step away, take a step back, and say, what went wrong?
Yeah.
What can I fix? And then move on.
That's right. Well, we're going to shut this down, and we've got a lot of work to do to set up for our wrestling tournament. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Good luck. Good night at 73.